And it's my understanding that Keller Williams caused to be placed in the window safeguard signs, and as well as no trespassing signs. And it's my understanding that you, sir, used the services of a locksmith to obtain entry into this house when the deed to that house is currently vested in the person, I believe her name is Ms. Blanco.
Dear Attorney Erkkila, we meet again, and this time the stakes are higher. I received notice yesterday, 1 year to the date, of Attorney General Lisa Madigan's press release that your client has again run afoul of the law. Specifically, they, along with Keller Williams representatives Greg Beam and/or Pat Kolar, unlawfully entered premises owned by the Blancos, as you can see by the current deed and related government-issued tax and property information. Now, in yesterday's taped phone call to me, Greg Beam denied any specific knowledge and said that Pat Kolar was handling the matter. So I telephoned Pat Kolar, recorded that. He didn't return my taped phone call. Now I'm going to replay for you part of the video I did last fall noting similar issues involving one Patty Busby in Ohio, right next door to Attorney Madigan. Now, in an email you sent to me today, Sunday, you were saying that you didn't receive any notification of this prior issue, and I'm saying you did. Now, perhaps there was some confusion because it came from my Mortgage Movies address, but you definitely were notified, as was Bank of America. So at this point, I'm going to be contacting the plain dealer staff, of course, and as well as other writers with the Huff Post, and going to be pressing on with this and putting the homeowner in touch with licensed counsel. And as I understand it, in this particular situation, the Keller Williams folks couldn't even tell us, or the homeowner, what bank ordered them to get the locksmith to pick the locks. So there are some serious issues here. There was no deed, no court order, no nothing that would have vested authority in Keller Williams or in Safeguard to enter those premises at any point in time. And so these issues will be addressed, and we'll be in touch. Thank you for your continued diligence in this matter. Now, meanwhile, I also exposed the fact that the thugs at Safeguard were snooping around her home, and the Illinois Attorney General, who was suing Safeguard for ransacking people's homes and such, requested an update after BOA initially told Ms. Busby that they would no longer be engaged, that Safeguard would no longer be engaged. Okay, well, here is that update, because Safeguard continues to send correspondence, basically, threatening the homeowner, keeping her in her place. She's not having any of that. Yeah, Greg Beam, this is Greg Beam? Greg, yeah, this is Christopher King. I'm a former Assistant Attorney General and an escrow attorney, and I currently run a website called Mortgage Movies where I document issues in the mortgage and foreclosure industry. And I got a phone call today from someone relative to the property at 1785 Holton Road, Lakeland, Florida, 33810. And I shall inform you that this call is being recorded for accuracy. But it's my understanding that Keller Williams caused a safeguard sign to be put in that home, in the window. I have a picture of it. And it's my understanding, my further understanding, that that deed is not vested in anyone. In other words, the deed is still vested in, I think her name is Miss Blanco. And so I'm wondering how this is happening. Do you know?
No.
But you are aware of the situation, though?
A fellow agent of mine named Pat Kolar is handling that property. I have not seen it. I don't know anything about it.
I see. But you have heard about the issue?
Call Pat.
We'll call Pat.
640.
Okay.
3554. He'll be glad to explain what you need.
Okay. I'm most curious to find out how someone gained entry to that home, because I've been researching Safeguard for some time.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't been there.
Right. But you have heard of the problem, and what's your position on the situation? You're just saying that Pat's handling it, and that.
Well, we work for the bank. When the bank notifies us to go get access and give account of the property, that's what we do.
Okay, so wait a minute. This is helpful. What bank is responsible then?
I don't know. Pat has that information.
Okay. I'll try Pat. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Pat Kolar. I'm unable to take the call right now. If you will put in your phone number, I will call you back as soon as possible. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Pat Kolar, this is Christopher King. I'm a former assistant state attorney and a escrow attorney, and right now I run a website called Mortgage Movies, and I got a phone call today relative to a property down there at 1785 Holton Road, Lakeland, Florida, and it's my understanding that Keller Williams caused to be placed in the window safeguard signs and as well as no trespassing signs. And it's my understanding that you, sir, used the services of a locksmith to obtain entry into this house when the deed to that house is currently vested in the person, I believe her name is Ms. Blanco. So I'm wondering what authority you have for any of this action. I've been following Safeguard for some time, and I'm familiar with the Illinois Attorney General lawsuit against Safeguard for illegal practices, and I know some of the attorneys in Cleveland, where Safeguard is headquartered, I believe, Nellie Erkkila, I believe her name is. Yeah, I'm aware of these people, and I'm aware of what they do, and I'm concerned that you guys are running afoul of the law. So Greg Beam told me to call you specifically, so I'm gonna, wait for a specific response from you today because I'm going to press, and I need to have your comment. Otherwise, pretty much, well, I'm gonna say what I believe is going on. And then if I'm incorrect, you can sue me. Good luck with that. Have a good day.
If you're satisfied with the message, press 1. To listen to your message, to send your message with normal delivery, press 1. To send your message with urgent delivery, press 2. Thank you. Your message has been sent.